when I thought there was no enthusiast car left in the cheaper segment. But there is still one, and you probably know it. It's here in the background. This thing, ladies and gentlemen, is the Mazda Mx5 2024. Oh yes, they are still making these. Just look at it. Okay, it's maybe not the most sexiest car in the world. It's maybe not the car that will get you laid. But just look at it. It just looks fun. It just looks like a good time. But remember, guys, a good game is better than a good car. And this will give you good game. Because this will give you driving skills. And driving skills is the number one thing in girls which will make them excited. And this thing just stands here. Has some nice BBS rims down here. A pretty aggressive front for a Mazda. And then you have these seats, also looking pretty good, with the Alcantara and Bose sound system. From the back, it maybe looks a bit cute, but not the most aggressive thing in the world. But it gets the job done. And you have this old school kind of antenna thing here. I don't know. But it's you'll get this too. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get this thing on the road. This thing is meant for driving. Now we're ready. Oh yes, I've been looking forward to this. Mx5 manual and just good old school fun. Okay, so what is the Mx5? The Mx5 is basically first gear. It sounds not so good, but it's just fun. It's just fun. Roof off, everything is good. And this quick gear shift up to third, up to fourth. It's not like there's like a huge amount of power, but because this vehicle is so light, it makes up for it. It's definitely more than enough. You can have fun. And if you put your traction control off, you can also maybe slide it a bit. Get the back end out a bit. I can see this camera is almost coming off because we are driving so spiritful. Okay, let's go. First gear. Up to second. Through the small bends here. Oh, this is good fun. Well, sometimes it's a bit hard to hear the engine because the engine isn't that loud and it's only a 4-cylinder. So it can be hard to ref match when the roof is down, but you'll manage. It's okay. And it's not slow like the old Mx5s. It's 0 to 100 in 6.5, and you have 184 horsepower, like above 200 Newton meters. It's pretty nifty. Okay, one of the best thing here in the Mazda Mx5 is how simple the roof operation is. So you basically just like pull this handle and you see the roof will go up here in the back and you pull it over you like this, and then you close it up here. This car just makes me happy. Oh, you can get a manual car in 2024. We obviously have to take the roof off again, so pull this thing, push this back, and you can just push it down like that. It's all good. Such a nice detail that they have made the roof manual, so there will be no like big service cost in future because your hydraulics don't work. That is the one thing I'll be nervous about owning a Boxster or something like that, because it's electronic and very complicated. But in this thing, very simple and nice. I like that. Over the jump. You. This car just brings a smile to your face. It's what it's all about. Yes. Woohoo! Shifting down to second now. corner. Let me show you here on the inside how good Mazda has made this car or its layout. Up here you have your dials, and these dials are very similar to what you get in a Porsche Boxster, let's say that. Very analog feel. Then you have your small steering wheel here, which is really thin also. It's opposite of a BMW. And then you have manual switches, which is nice all around. Nothing shitty touch like a Mercedes or a ID4. Then down here you have your excellent small panel of important buttons like traction control off and traction control off in race, I think, and the sensors is off on this one, and auto start stop, all the important things. And then the middle here, if your climate situation, it's very easy to adjust. Just quick and dirty, right? And now for the main attraction. This gear knob is perfect. It's just small throws. It's pretty tight, I would say. And then you have your parking brake here on the side, just to make it even more fun. And a manual one, of course, not the electronic things. And it's pretty up to date. You still have your USB-C down here and heated seats. And then you have your screen up here, which can just display a clock if you want, because it's not that necessary in this car. But you can obviously also go to the navigation, which is pretty smooth. And this thing is pretty much the same thing as you get in a BMW. So they have definitely looked on those cars, and it seems to work. It's a great system. And because this car is not filled with power, it's basically just flat all out. When you're on the power, it's not like you're modulating the power, it's just flat out all the time. It's perfect. It's cheap, it's fun. I think it's around 50,000 euros, something like that. Or under that, it's just amazing good fun. And the roof easily comes on and off, and it's, you want the newest and just cheap fun overall, try one of these. Definitely worth your time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.